Hello, marhaba, shalomkum ahwalkum. What's up everybody, and welcome back with another video here with Rami the Iraqi. So today I wanted to make a nice and quick video for you comparing the Baghdadi dialect and the Moslawi dialect. A lot of people have been asking about this, so I'm gonna make a series of videos and take some words and say it in the Baghdadi dialect and also in the Moslawi dialect and tell you how the other words are affected. There are certain letters that we pronounce different in the Moslawi versus the Baghdadi. So let's go ahead and dive into the video. So one letter that is always pronounced different in the Moslawi dialect versus the Baghdadi is the letter R, Ra, Ra. The letter R, the first letter of my name, Rami. So in the Baghdadi dialect, they pronounce any letter R with R, regular Ra, Ra. In the Moslawi dialect, most of the letter R's will be Gha, Ghain, Ghain. They would not do it with my name though. So they would not say Rami, okay? They would say Rami. So most the letter R's are pronounced Ghain in the Moslawi dialect versus the Baghdadi dialect. And another letter that's different between the two. So the letter Qa, Qaf, Qa, in the Baghdadi dialect, most of the time it's pronounced Ge, Ge. So instead of saying aqul, they say agul, but not all the qaf. So for example, Iraq, we pronounce it with the qa, we don't say Iraq. So Iraq. So in the Moslawi dialect, most of the letters qaf that is pronounced as ga, in the Baghdadi dialect, it is pronounced qa. So it stays qa. So if someone says aqul, it would be aqul, it would not be agul. So whichever letter that's pronounced as ge in the Baghdadi dialect is pronounced as qaf, qa, in the Moslawi dialect. So I would say these two letters are the main differences between the Baghdadi and the Moslawi dialect. However, there are a lot of words that are different between the Baghdadi dialect and the Moslawi dialect. And I'm gonna go ahead and do a series of videos and pick some words here and there so that way you guys can learn it. So before we start with the video, a little bit about me. I was born and raised in Baghdad. However, we spoke the Moslawi dialect at home, but we didn't speak the Moslawi dialect all the way 100%. I would say we did it around 70 to 80%. So when I speak Moslawi dialect, I use a lot of Baghdadi words and I change them a little bit, but I don't change them all the way to 100% Moslawi dialect. So today I'm doing 6 words. Start with the first one. This is a cockroach. So in the Baghdadi dialect, cockroach is sir, sir. So you see, ra, ra, sir, sir. In the Moslawi dialect, it is the same word, but as I told you, the R will be pronounced as gha. So sir, 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 sir in the Moslawi dialect and sir, sir in the Baghdadi dialect. Now another word that is similar between the two, and you just change letters. So barde, barde is cold in the Baghdadi dialect. Barde is cold. Baghdadi is cold in the Moslawi dialect. Baghdadi. So barde, Baghdadi. So you see, mainly the letter that is different between the two is the R into ghain. This third word that we have, it is different between the two. So in the Baghdadi dialect, a pot, we call it jidr or jidriya. So jidr or jidriya. In the Moslawi dialect will be disit, disit. So disit or jidr will be the same. They're both pot in two different dialects. Now the fourth word that we have is ball. Okay, ball in the Baghdadi dialect is toba, toba. In the Moslawi dialect is very similar, but it's tabbi, tabbi. Okay, so toba and tabbi. And the fifth word that we have, it's carpet. Carpets in the Baghdadi dialect is zuliya. Zuliya. In the Moslawi dialect, it is mahfogha, mahfogha. So you notice there's a lot of ghain in the Moslawi dialect because most of the R's are converted into ghain. So mahfogha is in the Moslawi dialect. And the last thing that we have is swing. So when you go to the park and you see swings, in the Baghdadi dialect, it is marjuha. مرجوحة. And in the Moslawi dialect, it is dediyi, dediyi. So marjuha and dediyi. So this is it for you guys. Only 6 words comparing the two. This is the first episode, so I'm going to be making more and more to talk about the differences between the Baghdadi and the Moslawi dialect. And by the way, if you have not bought my book yet, you can find it on Amazon. I'm gonna leave the link in the description. However, you have to log in to your Amazon from Safari or Internet Explorer. It has to be from a web browser, because if you want to purchase any Kindle books, you cannot do it from the Amazon app. Apple does not support Kindle and Amazon to do so. However, if you want my book as a PDF, DM me on the back end on Instagram and I will go ahead and send it to you. So thanks everyone for watching, and as usual, I will see you in the next episode.